Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Cause am I getting better? How long was it since I last uploaded a video? I don't know. Anyway, so today we're doing, as you can probably tell from the title, we're doing the Allomancy mod again, but they've updated it essentially. They've added all these new metals. They're all from like Era 2 of Mistborn, you know. So without further ado, I'll just, you know what, I'll just show you what each of them does. I'd advise getting just enough items with this mod, okay? Hi, future editing Sam here. Just wanted to explain why you should get just enough items, because in order for like your powers to work, you have to craft certain metals and put them in the allomantic vials. And put them, well, you have to craft them into flakes. This is unedited me, who's a little bit stuttery. So essentially, just in order so you know how to make all the different types of metals and their flakes, not all of them are mineable, I'd advise just getting just enough items, just, you know, so you can check how to make, like, the certain metal that you were given. You'll know what type of misting you are when you spawn in, because you'll get the type of flakes that you can burn. So this is just serve as your guide to how to use the metals, not how to craft them. Just a fair warning to you there. Okay. Now on to showing off the Laurasium Nugget. Okay, so this is the Laurasium Nugget right here. Basically, when you eat this, it gives you allomantic powers. It can be crafted using a gold block and a nether star. It can also be found in dungeon chests. But if you don't want to bother going into creative menu or something, or you just want to be a Mistborn straight off the bat without having to do anything, then there is a command to do it. You just do /allomancy, and then there's three options you have. You can add, which basically means add, and then you can choose all or any single one of the powers to give to a specific player. So say I just wanted to add aluminium, even though I've already got that, and then just everyone, closest person, all that sort of stuff, and then or any one of the people on your server. You can also do get and then a person's name. And that just tells you what allomantic powers the person currently has. And you can also do Allomancy remove, which will essentially, if let's say remove all, I'll remove all my powers. It just gets rid of all your Allomancy powers. So let's just put a crazy nugget right now, and then yeah, let's move on to showing off some of the metals. Alright, so in order for allomancy to work, you need an allomantic vial which has metals in it. So you might want to keep like separate vials with all different metals, because different metals actually burn, which is called when you use them, burn at different speeds. So basically, what you do is you craft them using. I'll just look up how to do that. Allomantic vial. Can be crafted just using 3 glass, and add to that then whatever metals in the crafting bench that you want to add to it. And then when you drink them, you'll see in the top corner little bars full of all your metals filling up. And yeah, that's basically the basics of how to get your metals working. Let's move on to showing off some of the powers. Alright, let's start with a couple of the cool metals. So basically, you hold up the you hold up the very first you hold down V and choose the metals you want to burn. So I'm going to start with zinc and brass. They have opposite effects. So in order to show you this, let's go into survival mode. Okay, and we shall also take with us also at the same time, in fact, yeah. We'll also show off the obsidian dagger, which is a really cool weapon. Basically, it has a very short lifespan, but does a lot of damage. So let's see if I spawn a passive mob right here. Basically, what Zinc does this. So if I'll just stop brass. If I now right click. The villager then immediately becomes hostile. So this is cool if you want to just like prank a friend or something, I don't know. But yeah, now we'll show off the power of brass. So let's just begin burning brass and then spawning a zombie. So this is really useful because if you left click, he becomes passive. He doesn't want to attack me now. But then of course if I burn zinc and right click, then he becomes he becomes angry again. So basically, these powers allow you to make hostile mobs non-hostile, make non-hostile mobs hostile. So it's pretty cool. Also, the obsidian dagger, insta-kill. So that's yeah, that's zinc and brass. Next up, I'm going to show off the power of I believe tin and pewter. So pretty cool thing about tin. Basically, what it does is, if I set it to, I'll stop burning tin right now. Let's set it to night, and we'll now press pewter tin, and it gives you night vision. That's its one main thing. But what it also does is, let's spawn in one of these guys. If I watch, there he is. Look at him, looking very peaceful. Look at him, very nice. But then, if I then use zinc and left click him, he suddenly, I believe, no, he still has the nice effects. Never mind. Let's make him friendly again. But if I then spawn in a zombie, you can see he has like a little red one. That's a non-friendly mod. Has a little red one. So let's just kill him, and I want to see what happens actually with the neutral mob. So he has nice sound, and then if I punch him, I have to be in survival for this to work. Let's see. And if I punch him, do his sounds become? No, he still keeps being nice. Okay, creative mode, please. Okay. And then, oh, not nice. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's 10. Pretty cool. So there's a cool weapon which can only be used by a person using pewter. So look, if I go over here, look how it actually does slow me down, the weapon. Basically, this is called a Kolos blade, which basically it's in the books. It's a weapon of a creature called Kolos. It can be crafted just with sticks and cobblestone, but it can't be wielded properly unless you're burning pewter. Look, I'll show you. So if I go to attack him, I can't. I physically, like, nothing happens. But if I burn pewter, then it's fine, and I can hit him, and he's basically down. Like, he's very easy to take down. So again, with the villager, I'll stop burning pewter. Do absolutely no damage to him until I start burning pewter. So what pewter itself does is it actually gives you quite a few abilities. It gives you jump boost, speed, and haste too. So you can mine a little faster. But and if you couple that with a mist cloak, which gives you another little bit of extra speed, then you become massively fast. So that's the ability. I believe pewter also gives you strength, so I'm going to test that. So let's see. Let's go in survival mode. So now I'm burning pewter. Let's see what happens if I spawn a zombie and then let him attack me. Hi, yes, do that. See, I don't take much damage until I don't take much damage from him at all until I stop burning pewter. Then I lose a heart of damage. So pewter basically holds back your health from being taken, some of your health from being taken off until after you stop burning pewter, which can save your life. But you got to make sure you're not on one heart when it stops burning or you run out, because then you will die. So let's yeah, that's pewter and tin. Next up, we're showing off the power of iron and steel. So they both do opposite things as well. As you can see, when it turns on, you can immediately get these little blue lines which lead to all sources of metal. So like the gold and all this iron stuff here. So to best show off what iron and steel can do, I should probably be in adventure mode so I can't break blocks. So basically what I do is if I left click, I use if I right click, I believe I use steel. And I can push off these metal sources and just bounce about a bit, which I find really fun. But you do take a little bit of damage when you land. That's what steel can do. Steel can push you up. But, okay, here's an iron can pull you. So if I then right click with iron while burning it, then you can see I've created this little obstacle course up here which I can use to pull, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get both iron and steel up. And if you're going to be doing something like this, going to create a little obstacle course, I would also recommend burning cadmium, because what cadmium does is it gives you slow falling, so basically it's really useful for both iron and steel. That is slightly different from what it could do in the book, but what it can actually do in the book would be massively hard to replicate in Minecraft. So I don't really blame them. So, just with cadmium you can easily make it to the other side. I'll show you how difficult it is without. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. I'm dead. You see, I just die immediately. It's not the best. I'll be honest. It's quite difficult. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Bendalloy and cadmium. So we already know what cadmium can do. Cadmium gives me slow falling, which is very nice, very nice. Let's go and properly show that off. Hold on. Go right up. As you can also see, iron and steel are also really useful for getting around. But yeah, cadmium just gives you slow falling, which can be really useful when you're which is really useful. What Bendalloy can do, however, is it gives you like more haste than pewter does. So if I were to burn pewter at the same time, I believe I just keep haste for it. It doesn't give me anything extra. But yeah, let's so if I use a diamond pickaxe just to show you how good the haste is. Just look how quick this diamond pickaxe mines obsidian. This normally takes like a long time, but look, there it is, it's done. So that's Bendalloy and cadmium, pretty cool. So I keep saying that. Now, next up, I think we'll show you what Electrum and gold are difficult. They give you these two different lines. I believe gold's supposed to show you your past, and Electrum's supposed to show you your future. But I don't actually know. I'll let you know if I figure out actually how these work in the mod. Oh, mod creator, yeah. If you wanna hit me up to explain how these things work, then I would greatly appreciate it. But I probably haven't watched this. But yeah, that's Electrum and gold. I'm not really sure how they work. So I'm assuming gold. I think gold might point to your spawn point. Okay, so I've avoided copper and bronze and narcosil and chromium because what they do, I actually need another person to do it. So if I can get another person, I'll show that off in a separate video. But right now, I can't show that off for you. But yeah, let's show you. But basically, you burn aluminium, it removes all your metal reserves, and you're just it's pretty useless. I mean, it has a use, but it's not a use well, and but its use doesn't help you at all. So that's aluminium. Now here's an interesting one, duralumin. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Basically what it does is it supercharges the next metal burned at the expense of this time it's left on. So I believe what you can do with it is say if I burn this and then Bendalloy, I'm pretty sure it's helped. I don't know. It's probably yes. But now I'm out. It runs everything out very quickly, but it does give you a quick supercharged boost, which can be really useful in a fight. I've accidentally made myself spectator. Oops. Alright, I've accidentally. So let's refill supplies. Basically, you're gonna want a lot of these allomantic vials. Don't put all of your metals in the same vial all the time because they will run out at different times. But let's show you what if I supercharge my steel, and then if I left click on something, I'll show you how high I go. I've got to actually. If I supercharge my steel. Look how high up you get pushed, it's ridiculous. Let's burn cadmium so I don't die, and cadmium also burns out very quickly. There are certain metals which can't be affected by germanium. They just so you gotta be careful. They will just burn out instantly. So be quite careful of that, I'd say. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I can show you just now. I'll briefly explain to you what the metals I haven't been able to show you because they require other people are. There's brass and copper. Well, actually no, it's copper and bronze. Sorry. Basically, what bronze allows you to do is it allows you to see when other players are burning metals. And what copper allows you to do is allow to shield yourself from burning bronze. So if you want to stay ahead and burn this, and if you want to find a person using Allomancy, burn this. Now you got to also there's this one, chromium and narcosil, and what they do is basically they do what aluminium and duralumin do, but to other players. So chromium wipes the allomantic reserves of a target, and narcosil enhances the allomantic burn of a target. That's the definition from the back of the Alloy of Law Mistborn book, which I've got open for reference just now. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna finish off by, I don't know. Let's just have some fun and activate every single metal apart from, you know. Let's see. Let's burn some pewter, some tin. We'll end up in the night, in the mists or something like that. Let's finish off. You know what? I'm gonna do this thing. That's in F5 mode. So I've accidentally. Let's doing this thing. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. So basically, yeah, this is a guide on how to use the Allomancy mod for Minecraft, which is a very cool mod. I love it. It's one of my favorite mods, because probably just because I love the book series. It's one of which is because it's also one of my favorite book series. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anyone, even if you haven't read Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, which by the way I would absolutely recommend you should. It's amazing. But thank you for watching, and I shall see you in another video when I remember to upload. Bye.